What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have a snowboard training session for you guys. So this one's gonna be an end of the season workout. So we are still working on the typical stuff, building up strength, maintaining structural tissue integrity, working on injury prevention, fixing muscular imbalances, all that good stuff. But it's just geared more towards the end of the season. So you'll notice we'll hit some isometrics, just get some full body strength in there. Of course, finish off with some core. So if you guys enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We post new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, so make sure you're subscribed to catch all of them. Hope you guys like it. First thing we are doing is a PVC overhead squat. So you can do this with anything, you don't have to use a PVC. Main goal, don't push up onto your toes. Try to keep your full foot on the ground. Try to keep your arms up as high and as straight as you can. This will really test out your thoracic mobility to see if you can do this with a straight upper body. Second thing for mobility, you are starting in the hip switch position and then you are just pushing yourself up. Make sure you really squeeze at the top, drive through with your hips, feel the hip flexor stretch. Core stays tight, don't use your arms or your hands. Hit each side, same thing. Then you're taking that and you're going into hip switches. Still don't use your hands, you're just flipping your hips back and forth, working on mobility. Try to get your knees down. Don't lift your feet up off the ground. Final part, we're hitting a lot of mobility, is gonna be a single leg RDL to a knee drive. So hinge back, good RDL. You don't need any weight. Just make sure everything is controlled. Hold it at the bottom. Drive up 90 degrees at the knee, 90 degrees at the hip. Stick it at the top. Getting started with some plyos. Starting off with POGOS, double leg, single leg, and then we'll go alternating, 10 of each. Try to keep your knees, hips, ankles all stiff. Just bounce off the toe. And when I say stiff, I mean don't have a massive knee bend where you're loading like a squat. Just keep it stiff. Now we have a banded snap down to a jump. So you're gonna pull yourself down, hold that for a second, jump up as high as you can. So the goal is to really pull down, have a higher eccentric load, stick it, release it at the top and absorb the bottom again. Now we are doing banded drop squats. So you're gonna hold that band, pull yourself down as fast as you can. It'll provide a little bit of resistance and then it'll help accelerate you on the way up. Stay controlled the whole time. All right, we are doing weighted broad jumps. So I want you to stick each time, control the landing. You're gonna have to produce a little bit more power jumping out. And also the eccentric portion is going to be a lot harder. So you're gonna control the landing. I want you to work on absorbing and then like withstanding and overcoming that force. Big thing with snowboarding is just absorbing force and overcoming it. Moving into some weighted vertical jumps. Stick each landing, reset. Once again, you really want to work on absorbing and overcoming the force. This is like the end of the season, so we're not trying to do anything crazy. Just maintain that structural tissue. Build it up, keep everything strong. Following in theme, we have lateral jumps that are weighted. Stick the landing, make sure your knees don't cave in. And then you're gonna bring it back the other way. Jump out as far as you can. Try to get a little lofty, but also far. I would rather be under controlled though than super far. And make sure you jump off 2 feet, no weird 1 foot gallops. All right, we are doing some rotational jumps. So we're doing 90 degrees to start. Big thing with snowboarding is being able to control a 90-degree rotation. We're gonna jump, have great absorption, knees stay apart, absorb it in your posterior chain. Oh, and squeeze your core. Doing the same thing, but faster. So you're gonna tap and go. You're really gonna have to control the rotation, really squeeze your core, your posterior chain, so you stick that landing and you don't wobble. All right, we're moving to the boxes now. So you have to get a little bit of height with it. You're jumping up, spinning 90, and then you're jumping it down, spinning 90. So once again, make sure that everything stays nice and tight. Absorb it in your glutes and your posterior chain. Knees don't cave in. Everything stays nice and tight. Squeeze your core, control the rotation through it, You don't want to over rotate, and a lot of that will come through the core, being able to deal with this. Same thing, we're going fast. So land and jump out of it, stick it at the bottom. All right, first part of the lift is gonna be a trap bar. So go kind of heavy. We're going for 4 reps. So I don't need your 4 rep max. I want you to be able to hit about 6 or 7 of these, because we don't want to completely kill our legs, but make it heavy. All right, number 2 is gonna be a rear foot elevated split squat. ISO, hold it for 8 seconds. We're going offset, so you're holding the dumbbell in the hand, same side of the foot that's up. Good form with this, right? Don't let your upper body collapse. Squeeze your core, stay with a flat spine, 90 degrees at the knee. Make sure you have the top of your shoe down on the box, not the bottom of your foot. Explosive step ups to a double leg land. So one foot starts up on the box. You're gonna load, you can kind of lift your foot up a little bit, jump up as high as possible, propel yourself up, big landing, land on 2. In that snap down, really absorb this. You're coming from a high height, so you're gonna have to absorb, withstand a lot of force. Make it good. Don't let your upper body collapse at the ending either. All right, next series, we're starting off with a single leg stability ball hamstring curl. We're only doing 3 a side, but you have a tempo with a 4-second ISO. So as you curl it, you're gonna hold that for 4 seconds a side, or 4 seconds, 3 times a side. Really make sure you bridge your hips up as high as you can. Drive through your heel, back stays on the ground. You can keep your head up, or you can put your head down, whatever you want. Squeeze your core, squeeze your back. If this is a little hard, then start off with double leg. You can hit an ISO, hit obviously more than 3 reps. Work your way up to it. Next up, we have single leg pulses on the BOSU. So you can hold the TRX for some stability. You're just gonna be in that bottom position, come up quarter, go back down. So pulse it for 10 a side. Really make sure that you squeeze your butt on the leg that's down. Squeeze your core. You're gonna feel this one light it up. This is gonna be great for your knee health, joint health in general. Third part with the mini band, we are doing lateral kicks. So you have 10 lateral kicks, then you're gonna hold it out for 10 seconds. So this is gonna light up the side of your leg, your butt, squeeze your core. This is definitely gonna challenge that as well. Everything works together. Just because you're doing lateral kicks does not mean your whole body's not working. So make sure you squeeze everything. Kick out as far as you can. Control it on the way back too. Don't let that band just yank your leg back. Nice and slow control. All right, final series before abs. We are kicking it off with a sled drive. So we are loading this up. Just because we're towards the end does not mean to go lighter on this. You're going down, turn it around, go back. A good drive, lean into it, right? Our arms are not extended. Back stays flat. Punch the knee forward. Drive it back into the ground, full extension. Just keep it moving. Follow that up with a single leg barbell RDL. So this one, you are really gonna have to stabilize, squeeze the butt of the leg that's down, super hard, squeeze your core. Same RDL as if you're doing it with a dumbbell. Bar stays close to your shin. Hips hinge back, back stays nice and flat, nice and controlled. The last part of this series is skaters onto the box. So push off one leg, land on the other up the box. Bring it back as well, really stick that landing at the end. This is after some heavy leg stuff, so really have to focus. Nice control, stick the landing. But make sure you get up onto that box, right? If you can't hit 12 inches, drop it down, hit 6, hit 3, or just do regular skaters. The biggest thing, stick in it, produce power, stay controlled. Final series, we are doing some abs, some core work. So we got an offset trap bar, farmer's walk. So we got 45 on one side, 25 on the other side. Big thing, keep your spine nice and straight. Don't lean to one side to overcompensate, and then also don't lead to one side because it's pulling you down. Really squeeze your core. Like I said, spine stays straight, upper body stays nice and tall. Slow steps, one foot in front of the other. Don't try to run. See if you can stay in that straight line when you are walking. Second exercise is gonna be corkscrews. So keep your low back on the mat, except for when you bring your legs up, but on the way down, try to keep your low back on the ground. You're gonna bring your legs up. You're gonna kind of twist at the top. Notice how the feet turn to one side, alternating. Really use your lower abs, upper abs, obliques, all the abs. And the third and final exercise is gonna be alternating V-ups. We've done this one before. Opposite hand, opposite foot in that V form. Hit all three of these and you guys are good to go.